Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to get the brand new Spark 5 players for free, fast and easy here in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. And you might be wondering why I just loaded out of a Clutch Time Online game as I start this video, and that is because I just completed the agenda for Mr. Galaxy Opal Tony Kukoč. Knocked this one out in literally 15 minutes, and I'm going to knock out probably the Mugsy Bogues agenda as well on my account today, so I can get gameplays at least with those cards right now. And then I'll probably wait on Cat and those guys for a little bit until somebody else completes the whole grind, because I don't think I'm gonna be sitting here grinding for 3 hours. But with that being said, I'm gonna try to break it down for y'all to make this as easy as possible. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, help me push towards the 30,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's discuss these agendas. So the agenda I just completed for Mr. Kukoč is literally just win 3 multiplayer games in a row. Now I understand that agenda, it might be a lot harder for some people than it is for others, but it is also only 3 games in a row. And game modes like Clutch Time Online and Triple Threat Online and Salary Cap don't even have skill-based matchmaking. So I feel like in Triple Threat Online / Clutch Time Online, that's pretty darn easy to do. Did it first try, just won 3 quick Clutch Time games in a row, and was able to get this Galaxy Opal Tony Kukoč card, who actually looks like one of the best cards from today's drop. So excited to do gameplay with him. KARL-ANTHONY Towns is obviously the ultimate reward for this group, which is not a surprise. He is the most desirable, I would say, probably card from this whole set, so it kind of makes sense that he would be the card that is offered, or that you have to complete the whole group for. But Kukoč's agenda is easy, and honestly, I think as a whole, these agendas today are not that bad, so really not too hard. The other player agendas, starting at the top, Pistons assists. 10 assists in a game with Pistons player 15 times. This is how they've done the last few Dark Matter agendas. Reggie Lewis was like this, DeMarcus Cousins was like this, and now Isaiah Thomas is also like this, where it is doing something that you can do in a triple threat offline game 15 times, basically. So what these first agendas for these Dark Matters have basically been is 15 triple threat offline games, pretty much, or 21-point games, just knocking these agendas out real quickly. And in this, it's 10 assists in a game with a Pistons player. Obviously, that's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So that's an agenda that you can definitely just knock out in triple threat offline. Making 5 3-pointers in a game with a Hawks player 7 times is something that you can also do in triple threat offline, although I will say if you do that, that is only a 5 assists for 15 points, which will limit the amount of assists that you're able to get in the game to less than 10 with a Pistons player. So these aren't really agendas that you can stack together in triple threat online or offline. You can stack them in other modes or in a longer triple threat game, like a 40-point triple threat game. But for me, these might also be just worth doing separately, potentially as well. So that one also is not going to take very long, and that's for Galaxy Opal Bogdanovich, but it doesn't stack particularly efficiently with the Pistons assist challenge. I will say that. Now, 25 blocks with centers over multiple games for Galaxy Opal Roy Hibbert. Also not a particularly hard challenge. That is an agenda that you can stack with the assists, with the Hawks threes, with whatever, and we'll be able to knock out pretty easily. So that is always nice. So that center blocks will be something you just get done as long as you're using a center or two and trying to get intentionally blocks while you're completing other agendas. By the time you complete the other agendas, you will probably also have these blocks done as well if you are doing a good job of baiting the blocks, which is really pretty easy to do, especially in 3v3 modes with a tall center. You kind of just bait them to drive and then come alongside and try to get a chase down. You can put the center who you're trying to block shots with on the ball handler and just kind of leave an open lane and then come and try to jump and contest and get a block next to them as they go up for a layup or, I guess, a dunk theoretically, although layups are easier to block, obviously. Otherwise, the last agenda that you have to complete for a player is Galaxy Opal Mugsy Bogues, which is 19 assists and 14 points with a point guard in a game. This one is probably easiest to just knock out in the Basketball Fundamentals Challenge, which is in the Basketball Fundamentals Challenges, I should say, which are going to be found right down here. And all you're going to do is just go into this, really any of these challenges, but I think the post-scoring one's the easiest to do, and score your 19 points, 14 assists, and then score 6 post buckets. You can do those post buckets as part of the assist. Just make sure you don't complete the 6th post move and post bucket until you've completed your other agendas, because that will automatically end the game. And that's a good way to complete these types of agendas in a timely manner, where you can just manually basically get the game to end once you complete the agenda groups. So that's a really easy way to complete that agenda, and that's something I will do, because I'm definitely going to knock out that card on my own account as well, so I can get gameplay with him here in just a little bit. Win a game using 13 Timberwolves players is incredibly easy, legitimately. Like, that is not a hard agenda whatsoever. All you got to do is build a Timberwolves team, literally come in here, and then I'm just going to delete this Pelicans lineup that I had, and we're going to go in here, and we're going to come to a full lineup, and we're just going to, I could name it T-Wolves. I guess I'll name it T-Wolves. It doesn't really matter. But literally all you do, you come into a lineup, and then you can autofill a lineup by team. So you literally just autofill with Timberwolves players, and it'll automatically fill you a 13-man lineup with Timberwolves players, assuming you have 13 in your collection, which at this point in the year, you 100% should. Now I got this full Timberwolves lineup right here. Now I come over here, and I just knock out one of these basketball fundamentals challenges again. There are a couple of different options that are really fast. The basketball IQ one is really quick. This is a 30-second challenge or a minute challenge or something. All you got to do is win the game. There's 30 seconds left. It's super easy. You're down a point, though, so you basically do have to score and get a stop, but that'll complete that agenda. The other agendas that's fast for that type of stuff is this free throw agenda, which is also literally a minute long. You just have to make 4 free throws. So you pass the ball in, they foul you, then you let them shoot, make or miss, they'll foul you again, make all 4 free throws, and this agenda will end automatically as well. And those both count for the win. So that's a super, super quick and easy way to complete that Timberwolves agenda. In fact, you know what? While we're here, let's just complete it real quickly, just to show y'all literally how quick you can complete this agenda, because it is one game using 13 Timberwolves players. That is that entire challenge. So it is literally going to take you 2 minutes. I mean, I passed the ball into Anthony Edwards. Kawhi will immediately, or J.R. Smith, I guess, is who's on ball there, but I thought that was Kawhi. J.R. Smith will intentionally foul me immediately, and then I just have to make both free throws, which is really easy to do with high percentage cards at this point in the year, because basically everybody has close to a 99 balls or free throws. So make both free throws there. They will call a timeout to advance the ball, but then you can literally leave them open and make or miss. You're only up 6 points even if they miss, and the CPU is programmed to still intentionally foul in a 6-point game close to the end. So even if they miss the shot, they will intentionally foul you again, and literally all you got to do is make the 2 free throws again and the challenge ends. I mean, this is probably the fastest and most efficient way to do it. I literally just let them shoot. I would rather Naz Reid probably not have gotten the rebound there, simply because he's not going to be quite as good of a free throw shooter, and if he were to miss one of them, it could extend this slightly. But if I do miss one of the challenges, just let them score on purpose, and then they'll be close enough within 6 anyway, and they'll foul you again. So it really doesn't matter, you know what I mean? But with that being said, of course I'm not kidding when I say I don't know if I've ever missed a free throw on this challenge, and I just missed one. So now I have to hope that goes in. Did I really? Okay. This is kind of funny because, like, that has legitimately, I don't think that's ever happened. Oh, I have an idea. You could intentionally foul. If you miss, just intentionally foul. They'll go to the free throw line, and then they'll make their free throws because it's in the bonus. So they'll make their free throws as well, and then they should intentionally foul you. Now, to be fair, with 5.9 seconds left, there might be too little time now for the auto foul to actually foul me. So I literally might have just choked this challenge. We'll see if he fouls me. Oh, he still fouls. Perfect. Okay, so just intentionally foul if you miss one of the free throws, and let them score, so to make the free throws so that they'll get within 6 again, and then they'll foul you anyways. I mean, I missed one of the free throws with Nasri, but it still doesn't matter. It wound up extending the challenge an entire 30 seconds, and I still completed it. See, very, very simple, very quick way to get those 13 wins, so, or 13 player wins, and that completes that agenda right there, considering you literally only need to win 1 game with Timberwolves players this week to complete that agenda. So there you go. I know I just wasted a couple minutes on that, but I wanted to just make it very clear how to complete that agenda. It's very, very simple. And then you have the Towns career high rebounds, 2017 rebounds in a game. Just do a longer game. Once you get 27 rebounds, you can end the game. You could do this in the post-scoring challenge as well, just like these assists. Just get offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds and miss on purpose and get the rebounds. And once you have 27 rebounds, you can end the game, and that'll complete that. This last one is make 43 pointers with power forwards over multiple multiplayer games. I've already made 3 in my 3-game multiplayer win streak. Honestly, just use all power forwards and triple threat online, or power forward eligible players, I should say, in triple threat online. It's probably the easiest way to do it, because then every 3-pointer you shoot will be with a power forward eligible player. And I mean, as a whole, I'm going to be honest, this is one of the easiest grinds I've seen yet, to be completely honest. I mean, maybe a 2.5-hour grind max for KARL-ANTHONY Towns, and with cards like Tony Kukoč and Mugsy Bogues, who's fun, and then Roy Hibbert as well, it looks solid. It's actually a decently rewarding grind as well. As a whole, this is one of the best spark drops that they have done yet, and I'm kind of surprised with that, because yesterday I thought it was going to kind of suck, but they made Bugsy super fun. Tony Kukoč is a great card that they didn't reveal yesterday. And Roy Hibbert looks pretty good as well for my budget, no money spent type players out there. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. And I appreciate y'all. Peace.